The inside the program this evening, the Director General for National Disaster Management Agency don't say they don't embark on risk communication for a prevent disaster them during this rainy season and stuff. The National Malaria Control Program now the country don't say 2,148,650 malaria cases them now in the country been deal with inside the year 2023. Members of the story and more there for you inside the program and inside the studio with we today we get Ibrahim Michael Kabia, we na the Executive Director for Consumer Protection Agency. We do it inside the studio for make we can talk a little bit about the protection of consumers them in the country. Welcome to the studio, Ibrahim.
Thank you, Miss Sister, for getting me on this wonderful radio.
Thank you so much for coming. Same way, so we get Patrick Samuels, we come off from Star Catch Up Sierra Leone, we there for innovation and technology business. Welcome inside the studio, Samuel.
Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so Samuel there is inside the studio as we will get for can talk, but tomorrow we're in a World ICT Day, so we did talk ahead of waiting, not the importance of that day. Continue for the with inside the program as you still listen to Yone Salone where they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. We go on for start with you, Mr. Ibrahim, say the Consumer Protection Agency, now one agency will only play a very important role for ensure fair and transparent markets and same way so then they empower consumer them for make informed choices them, then they protect their rights and promote competition and encourage business them for provide quality products and services them and in a nutshell on a day for support consumer them. Now we go on for starts with how often in today's complex market, what are some of the complaints them we don't get when it comes to consumers them?
Thank you very much. I don't do this business since 1989. When I've been young man, God learned my heart through a vision that the people of Salone they suffer in terms of expired and substandard goods and services. So for now, go to the direct question where you ask, make we not waste time. We don't depend this thing for quite a long time, like I tell you. But what have been the obstacle or the impediment, not to big English per se, we been a stop we for do work completely, not because we not been get an act. Governments then don't come, then don't go from 1989. Remember, now about 2 years or more ago. Now in this government, this present government, decides say Salone it do so now the picnic for over. So that you will sell substandard goods. You will do bad service. At the end of the day, law go there now, where complaint go there and then the law go bet you. This act where they make is so much rigid that defines them the high. The fines then they begin from 100 million going to up to 500 million. So what in don't happen, like I can say the picnic don't over, a lot buckle things that they happen at the market we're not correct. You go buy some things. Let's take an example for freezer. Where you don't struggle, you don't get small money. In this economy of our own, Mami Bura don't plant potato lifte with cream. He say, ma begin sell cold water and ginger. He go buy this fridge, he meets the shop, then say, things bought from here will never be returned again. Now bad law. That law they've been just the bet the poor people there.
Yeah, because I be just one for can ask you, say, Boku consumer they don't know their rights. So how well the agency they see that, and how well the agency they try for see that, say they're able for sensitize people consumers them but their rights, so they go know their rights from the wrong, so they go purchase something. So like I mentioned, say law not been there, and then one law will been there that now that's where you go buy goods. Then they say goods bought cannot be returned. So how well not only say they able for raise awareness to consumers them so they go know their rights when it comes to purchasing goods.
Thank you very much. What in the government don't do, sorry, they don't bring a commission You don't build up a commission now where they take care of the consumers, so to speak, headed by one Mr. Larry Bassi.
What's not the commission name?
The Commissioner, National Consumer Protection Commission, NCPC. Okay. This commission is in Asheka Stephen Street, na cooperative house. But this man, where he come as the CEO, because normally, it no means say where you build church or you build mosque, now you forbid the imam. He come, he called me, he open up, he say, we need for work together. And indeed, he mean am. But what it don't happen, corruption na then business houses been done become endemic. And it been done be a cancer. And if a cancer don't catch you na the toe, if you not try for cut am, it go take your whole body. So therefore, it don't even begin for operate. In a way where me they congratulate them.
Okay.
Some shops then they where you been see some hosts then they for done in this country. Now this iron rod them when they sell the people them. When a fake and substandard. Okay. So because of that, by the time when you don't put the iron rod, because the specification is wrong, the length is wrong, everything wrong, the host they cave in because of the weight and the strength of the iron rod way not too good. That's now one main thing where it don't begin do. It don't even go begin at Waterloo, it not begin central yourself. The one day where you catch, then find them 100 million. Okay. So at the end of the day, where you begin kill dogs so that dog die, make dog no say die day, the dog go afraid.
So how actually that commissioner, the way you make mention of, so don't they doing work with?
Now the CEO.
With regards to the standards of iron rod, because one go say, at this point in time, you get for blame the importer them. Even though your standards be good, themselves they for look at the standards of product the way they can at the country.
Now the big side them, now they go start. That man where they go no more na corner, he go na Guinea buy, bring come. If fake, is substandard, you know what I know. That man where they go by na Liberia. If fake is substandard, you know what is substandard, you know what I know. Then people will be no whole meeting with government at the ministry because the minister himself be very proactive and you know like them here.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, we'll hold the meeting. They mean give them I think 60 days. From there, then get rid of that rubbish they wait and they sell.
Okay.
So, but at the end of the day, this man come out. Some of them shops here, he go back, he go meet these substandard things them. So that make it take action and he lock them. So that at the end of the day, when you shop lock, you no sell, you products they spoil more and more. Now you get yourself for blame. Right. So, but I think that we don't pay the fines. I don't know.
Okay, so we go get for can't talk and more about the rights. But before we go to with other guests inside the studio, a lot of young people and now they do online business system. They say you they order online and then they bring one go on for ask. You know we still on this rights of consumers. One go on for ask if you know law day or protection day where they for protect people where they order goods them online. Be it now for say now in within the confines of Sierra Leone now or outside Sierra Leone?
Let me tell you, this consumer business don't make a worker part of the world. Inside America, before you they go into online business, you they go register. So that if anything go wrong, then get with that and they ask who is responsible.
Okay.
And I think saying that who for don't find this country.
So you want for say you know available right now because as we talk so lots of I don't want for just categorize them on young people but a lot of online businesses then you go right around now the country you go on social media or maybe Facebook to be precise. Facebook gets a whole catalog of businesses that they order online. So we want to know if law not they as at now where they protect people them or consumer them.
The law they but how it they now this office now what they tell you within Asheka Stephen Street, you get a complaint desk.
Okay.
If it's somebody wrong you, he can't sell you fake. You don't pay you money, you don't get your money's worth. Now there you they go complain, then they trail that person, then pursue him.
All right.
Then one good thing will don't happen inside the Consumer Act.
Okay. Continue for to inside the program. Well, that's now Ibrahim Kabia, when the Executive Director for Consumer Protection Agency. Well, make we come to you, Patrick. You now the CEO and founder for Star Catch-Up Salone. As your organization, they deal with education, innovation, and entertainment. Tomorrow, International Girls in ICT Day, and of course, your organization want for do an important thing for make people realize girl picking them, cooperation into ICT, information communication and technology. So start for provide we overview of the organization mission and the goal and way relating to girls and ICT.
So just like you just say, we an organization, we dedicated to development of young people. Them we offer mentorship trainings, upskilling both in digital and green skill upskilling trainings, and one of the focus area now empowerment. We offer them trainings therefore. So I would say 5 years goal as an organization for ensure say we capacitate 1,000 young girls them with digital skills. We're going to enable them for thrive in the current 21st century where we do.
Okay, so Patrick, you know, when Nenki mentioned but ICT, the first thing when it comes to mind a man, you know, and a lot of stereotypes they go around and say ICT not for man, but now don't they see a lot of women and non venture into them, which is a very good thing. So we want to know how your organization they address the gender gap in ICT and they promote gender equality inside that field, gender equality inside that field, because like I mentioned earlier, a lot of time when somebody mentioned ICT, be it now for graphics designer now, so coding, the first thing what they mentioned in a man. So we want to know how an organization they, you know, address that gap in terms of gender equality.
Okay, so for address that gap, we get a lot of undertake. But before that, they follow up with the steps in way the global efforts they make with regards to bridging the gender gap in the field of ICT. So we get 4 steps in where we do look at in terms of this gender gap. Firstly, we know say we get gap to the access and use of the internet itself.
Okay.
Yes, and we also get a gap in the digital skills and use of the digital tools. We also get a gap in the participation in STEM, and we also get a gap in the tech sector leadership and entrepreneurship. So we as an organization, what we do now that they create programs them where we basically limit them to young girls and give them more platforms, more opportunities, more attention for ensure say they get the required skills that we needed for thrive as well. And we also teach them, we motivate them say this field or this sector, this industry, not only meant for men. This is an industry for everyone. Everybody's supposed to get equal rights. The same right where every man gets to access internet, and the same right you get as a woman. So one of the things where I feel say they affect them greatly, just like I mentioned, this morning also I get a program now that's inferiority. That they feel so inferior.
What do you mean inferior? Break and down so.
Yes. So that they feel too inferior, say, this is not men's space, or we not go for survive, I'm not go for survive in the STEM field, I'm not going for be an engineer. How people will look at me, or how things could be like, how I go for survive in that field. So first we try for beat that fear, that inferiority, say, not to a men's space. Now a space for everybody. You go for survive day, you go for thrive day. All what you need for do is we give you the opportunity now, we give you the platform. Discipline yourself, say you can do it. Believe in yourself.
All right. Continue for the way to inside the program. The program is still listening to now Yone Salone where they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. You get to live from our studios in our book fields and surf on the internet on www.riseradio.sl. Our Facebook page on Rise Radio SL 96.3 FM. You then us. You can be part by way how you go send a text message to the number 077-960-960. 077-960-960. Now the number we go send a text message to, and we go with
Well, that's what they take first inside the program today. The want organization for the aged way they can make DOFA for short. Don't hold them 4th symposium na the 50-50 all na Tower Hill inside Freetown with the theme where they say bridging the gap between the young and the aged. We are reporter Mohamed Abu Conte been there and be put this report together.
As a way for bridge the gap between the young people and the aged, the Dorotami Organization for the Aged will not hold one symposium for charts the way forward, where he been a talk to Rise Radio. Doreen Barry, when are the CEO and founder for the Dorotami Organization for the Aged, been start first for talk about the essence of the symposium.
Okay, the essence of the symposium now for Legal for can discuss as to how we're able to bridge the gap between youth and old people. Of course, we know so there are lots of differences as to the way we think, the experiences, the habits and everything we got for do with aged and young people. So one for say how they now go that gap day and able for ensure say the old people themselves get a better place in our society and enable for interact and mingle with the old people, with the young people. Of course, it's not going to be a one-off discussion. It's going to be a continuation. From the symposium, we get a picnic because we all know how young people look for interact the kind of way. So one for use the same strategy for get them and able for mingle with the old people. And also apart from that, we get other engagements what they do. We get for continue for work with other young organizations, them, including the aged, them, so that we're able to make an impact.
A go before for say, there is a need for get an open communication between the aged and young people.
Of course, we able to find out, say, there is a need for get an open communication, and that's one for build on them, one for improve on them, for open communication with this. We will help for let the old people and the young people able to act properly. Learning from the old is very important, and also learning from the young, because the young people know about technology, the old people doesn't know about technology. They don't get the experience and skills. So how do we do a better system? So like a give and take. So at the end of the day, we get to harmonize system. We are in old and young able to interact.
They end up for say challenges not daily something, but with the partners them where the organization gets, don't be helpful one and how they handle some of them challenges in there.
Of course, challenges is something we daily think for we, but because of the solid and strong partners they will get, they help we follow them for make an achievement in terms of working towards the safety and put smile at the faces of all people. So in that area they would overcome, but yet still we still get one or two who feel say we get more for do more for all people. Okay, the team now bridging the gap between the old and the young. We believe say after this one, the mindsets about young people, I think about all go change, and how all person think about young people, it go change. Message to young and for they continue for accommodate all people, continue for respect them, continue for give them the platform and mingle with them, and also to everybody out there, let we all join on for put smile at the faces of the aged Yone Salone.
Reverend Christina Sutton, now one of the speakers them during the symposium, where been making statements. He say there is a need for create an avenue where say young people go learn from the aged.
So we need for create the avenue where we go get time for pass over the skills, the knowledge gain, wherever we find ourselves. Like for me, what I do now in church is that we encourage the young people, train them, we encourage them every last Sunday. We give them the podium, and then they lead the service, and then they preach. We sit and listen to them. In that way, you encourage them for come in. You encourage them for take the stand for say, tomorrow if this them people here don't pack out. So if peradventure they can church or the leader they come, we know say the youth are not going to say reverend they not come. Church not they keep today. They must come in and do something. So we need for creative space where the young people they will get opportunity for learn for we. But now we get for create that space today and encourage them to come in. And you go find say we can just categorize them all. One for now we know some to the all plan someday we really want the opportunity. Now we for create the space for let them come in and learn for we.
But what in the participants make up of the symposium? Now this them tell Rise Radio.
My name is Salome James Batilo, and I'm the Assistant Director at the Ministry of Youth Affairs. Very important because when you consider the relationship between the aged and the young people, a very important relationship, taking into consideration the perspective, the experience, the values where each and every generation can come in. The symposium will really in place and crucial and very important. Yes, but relationship, now old relationship, the relationship between the aged and the youth, a very old relationship. And because of that very old relationship, we don't go around. That relationship we get for live through generation. We not go completely, eradicate or eliminate or eliminate the differences. What you?
My name Agnes. Program, but them bring come if it's so fine because most of them picking them when they grab. If you respect big person, and if you really respect big person fight for respect. You life go long. Mama push by you, Allah pass by, and not day again. If you take time before they talk to mama them, so that life go long. That's how the way that mama they talk with that party talk. And it's fine because you do most of man this one way for day for respecting mama and papa and then push the oil and they take now when they advise them then they agree all land is not so fine the dofa anyway I'm so glad for them and then they get to do well and they get to bring the pikin and calm the young ones and for them listen also would they try for tell them.
For Rise Radio, Mohamed Abu Conte the reports.
If you just tune in, you're listening to Yone Salone where they come to live now. We Rise Radio on FM 96.3 FM. Well, inside the studio, we deal with Patrick Samuels, where he come from Star Catch Up Foundation, and same also with inside the studio with the Executive Director for Consumer Protection Agency, Ibrahim Kabia. Well, now we come back again to you, Patrick, as you done the talk about, the role way on organization don't they play for make us say, girl picking them get interest in ICT. Well, as tomorrow on ICT day, and according to reports, they say now women then they feel about 40% of the high skill job them na the world, but still you get low number when it comes to ICT job them na the world. So with this kind of initiative, we start catch up academy, one for put on. How ourselves go contribute to for increase the number of women them we go involved into ICT job them na the world.
So considering say tomorrow the whole world is celebrate International Day of Girls in ICT. Now a day where the International Telecommunication Union put aside, where they celebrated every fourth Thursday in April every year, and this particular day now recognize the woman the effort in STEM or in ICT field, for recognizing effort and also for see how best to go for bring more women on board, for capacitate them with the required skills we could make them thrive in the industry. So we as an organization, what we get for do tomorrow now that we get for get a session where they create an awareness and also where they build on the capacity of young people them. We get for do tomorrow. We already don't fill the registration form online. So the young people there we get for offer them training for capacitate them, for also create the awareness about the involvement in ICT or in the tech industry in general.
So now how many people or women they want to be the target?
So we target considering the space we get for tomorrow program na 30. But aside from that, we also get a 12-month mentorship program where we go kickstart either in June or latest July, and that also they cater for 30 or more young girls. All that depends to the amount of resources we're able for gather, because we are a non-profit organization.
Okay.
We needed one for gain profit, so we get partners and we would already put aside, and we will still seek for more partners and funding for see how we're able to roll out this program. And we not just want to forget for start at a larger number of young girls. We want for start and small and get the impact we intend for rollout.
Okay.
All right.
As we talk about non-profit, again, one go on for ask, is it that then girl picking their own at the target, then we go for pay something for make they acquire the knowledge for Muna?
Absolutely no. They're not going to pay nothing. Even the application are free, and the training programs are free. Now that make we seek for funding and sponsorship for ensure say we give them the quality without they're not going to pay nothing in return.
Now the term notify again, then una still seek for funding. How optimistic you be for say tomorrow program will actually be successful and people will come to una aid for make una carry on or make something perfectly come out of waiting get happen tomorrow?
Well, for tomorrow own program, not to really we want funding for.
Okay.
We as an organization able to step in for ensure say tomorrow for be successful, because we already get the space, we get all the equipment we required for make we do the training tomorrow.
All right.
What we need funding for now the mentorship. We're not 12 months. This mentorship program they cater for 30 to 50 young girls for them for take them through an ICT training, for give them the required skills, and we also look at people who not ever do or never know anything about technology in general.
Okay.
So we get 3 sectors who don't divide who get for offer this training program for.
All right,
We
we
get
will get
people-
for come back to you for they can tell you more on then 3 sector and they own our own segment. But for now, we head over to Ibrahim. Ibrahim again. Now, funnily, most of the people already go buy it to, then say they go buy to other people. So in a nutshell, we now consumers them, even though they go buy from them. A lot of talk on the go around say prices and just they shoot up. They not get consistency no day in the prices them. You go higher, they see that they sell starting 17 or 80, we go and then say 22. So I just make example this starting, but a lot of times even me don't become out in call and so than the way I go the price they are not in the. So we want to know how una they see that say una put the interest of consumers them to as priority when it comes to hike in prices them na the market.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you what's in the plan of the commission we then disclose. Number one, price tag. There was a time in this country, any shop where you go, they not tag the price in fact, then they charge you anyhow, hallelujah, anyhow. We then believe say for charge you. But let's come now to the question where you ask. You say you go meet one product now, yeah?
Yes.
Where you go in there, you go meet and dear.
Yes.
Remember say, this country, the kind way then they fake people them, it's too much. In fact, one in Binon come back say, in fact, from the Bank of Salone for say, then don't begin even fake this new money with 20 leons. So sometimes, I'm not saying that in the B. Sometimes you go meet the sardine, now the same thing, you say all things being equal. But at the end of the day, because of fake and substandard products where they come now this country, somebody don't go imitate them.
Yeah, because when they talk about substandard products again, a lot of fake products and they go around the country, expired goods, them more food to be precise, maybe juice and other stuff. Then you see expiring dates they already you don't pass, but it's still in the market. And one of our mandates that for see that say una secure not only the consumer but their life also, because whatever that they buy, most of the thing that we consumer then they buy now for letting maybe eat them or use them for other purpose, but mostly not for it. So then fake products and they in our market so can cause and can be harmful to we body them. What say una they do for see that say una self fet for make fake product them not going to come inside the country?
Well, let I tell you, in most cases, food to be particular, it not they come to the country an expired one. What it normally can happen, me don't order sardine, 2 container, the other man don't order 3. Then you don't order 6. So at the end of the day, you go lay down at the shop, get them price way high. Then it expire. When you don't expire, what you know is that you they go look for date. And I want to tell you say almost all products in a salon they can then they redate them.
Okay. Then they redate
Then they redate them. What I mean by redate, if they wipe, if they use this one remover, or nail polish remover, some products them.
Una don't get evidence of the one indeed.
A lot we don't. But the problem with
so like what in the consumer agency actually they do for make them bring people and they bring them into justice, because it seems as if like people continue for the do them with no punishment.
I don't tell you say the picnic don't over. What you make I tell you say the picnic don't over. You don't begin see the proactiveness of the CEO of Consumer Commission.
If you talk about proactiveness, sir, recently we don't see where CPR sardine right now don't flood the market. That old type CPR sardine now, if you go to Abacha 60, they see them they sell them plenty, but the one way then they sell, they see in Kanda or the packet. It don't peel out, and you don't think that that particular product they actually unhygienic for make people eat. People go fear say if they eat them, it go get food poisoning reaction. So I mean, how you go bring into them people and they accountable for them kind of way then they out and they do them business.
Oh, well, let me tell you, we get what we call caveat emptor. Now, are they broken down? Now, Latin word, we tell you say consumer. You say for be aware of what you they do now the market. That make I don't tell you say a long time now this country people then they do things and they go scotch free as my sister said because
but certain time then they therefore do trust, because if person don't trust this person where they call this business, then one go say get time again for go begin they make proper checking before you buy this food.
Can I land?
You can, sir.
Fine. Now what do we impact with the car institute together with the commission? Monthly or bi-monthly, would they visit the market?
So now they do monitoring.
That's it. Neither are they talk. Would they visit the market? We do monitoring. The reason why would they do monitoring, some of them sardine or milk or whatnot, when you they see at the shelf, when you go inside supermarket, if they under air condition, the church and cold one so. If you go to the store, when I get for fetch with the agata, they cockroach them, you get for pull you close because you go sweat, stay you want die. No proper ventilation, not there. And sardine and other products like milk products, then say keep in a cool and dry place.
Okay.
We know under an ambient temperature.
Okay, so
but because they happen, the sardine go down inside the store even before it come out the shelf.
Okay, so before we go further, yeah.
Yes.
It seems like for say plenty people not actually know them rights and the laws them will govern consumer protection. You can give me small about, make people get understanding about some of the laws they let aware so that when they go buy products then go get understanding how for the one.
Okay. Now, I'll tell you why consumerism start first. From the days of John F. Kennedy. In America, now inside the parliament, now they say, people then they go buy, they know they get their money's worth, it means they don't rogue them. Now they the consumerism start for come. But let tell you one thing where they happen inside consumer now. This government, as I always done, they begin tell you from where the program begin, it don't make sure say law day now. And that law day, now that make even who get for go right around the country for educate people them on the law. Because they say they say ignorance of the law not to excuse. But we get for still go around for tell people and what they know and what they don't know. Now let me tell you some of the rights where the consumer get. You get one right where they call the right to be heard. Yes?
That now for let you self comment on things that we feel say no right.
That's it, the right to be heard. Mm-hmm. The right to be protected. The right to be educated.
How many of their laws then they did in place?
Then they in place, but like I've been telling you, a lot of the business community where been they happen. Now because they know say law not been done there, it act not been there from parliament. Then they been they take charge.
Okay.
But now that the law done day and they don't set up the commission very soon, and even it don't begin. Man not say again very soon because the coming of Jesus Christ is soon. But you don't take over 3,000-4,000 years, you know, it. But this is not the soon of Jesus Christ. Because action don't begin take already. They enroll people, they don't see how they deal with them. Then at the end of the day when they reach now the supermarket, some of them go turn to supermarkets. Supermarkets in the sense, what meet bad in there, where they don't find if na 100 or 200 million. Mm-hmm. You not pay, you are argue them out, you say they go to high court. When you go to high court, we get adjudicator. Where sometimes go look at your case and find you that kind of money there. When you go to high court for appeal, after when you don't appeal, you go there. If you fail the appeal, your appeal fail, then that punishment they stand, you pay 4 times or 5 times the money where if for pay. Okay. Where go cost you 500 million. So you go know now what you for do.
So
right.
Okay, all right. Earlier they make mention about like the stores them we get for do with the standards or we get for do with the atmosphere of outside and they keep goods them. So let's look at standards. Like for example, we look at also the standards of them drinking water the way they make the sardine production and even serve the environment conduciveness, as then it can be key. Like for example, if a particular place where they make packet water for sale or rubber water for sale, outside the Consumer Protection Agency can they monitor them places and they for make them say they follow the actual guidance or the actual law way govern them for make them produce in a very conducive manner because we don't see some water we taste them. People can complain, say, you get that old scent, you get rank scent. It seems...
Get different
taste. Get different taste.
And then most of the time, again, as my colleague, they say, they see someone gets the water factory BNE hose and a pump water. We all know a pump water and they use for maker.
No, some now well water, please, ma correct you.
Well,
yeah,
you
so
you know
how the
already,
Consumer
so
Protection
how
Agency don't they monitor the one day?
Thank you very much. This same government, then get what you then call EWRC, Electricity and Water Regulatory Commission. This commission, we are the first commissioners that we've been daily. Although my time don't have been done commodity. This commission stand for look at for licensing you before ever you they produce water. And some then they sneak away because the machine so small, you go pin on one corner where they come they run after you go pin on the other side. But that one day, like I can always use this word say the picnic is over. Because this commission will come. When are the commission, they collaborate with many other institutions. Water, you get for pass through health, the environmental health. Then get for look the environment, who's the producer. Water, by right, you get for go make them go X-ray, then check you. Somebody go get TB, they measure the water for you for package jam, a cough over them. At the end of the day, you self they get it. And water now easy for make sickness go pass through. So I want for believe say some of the plans them are not come for praise demand when are the CEO for Consumer Commission. But the way don't begin work, me are glady.
Okay.
Because I don't begin this thing for quite a long time. Now, sometimes I've been John the Baptist. Now that Jesus don't come, I forget meal support.
All right, Ibrahim, we'll go for come back to you so you can talk more on this, this monitoring policy and this monitoring when I get for begin and back on it. 10 now, 3 o'clock, now 6:45, and the program is still listening to. Now Yone Salone when they come to you from my schedule 96.3 FM. Continue for sending text message to the number 077-963-963, 077-963-963. The Senior District Health Education Officer at the Ministry of Health, Nakono District, don't call on community stakeholders, them na the Kono District, for put hand together for fight against malaria at the district level, as they will get vaccine, where they will get for the ghetto people them, and for get go to the ghetto picking them way all from 6 years and upwards, we go prevent them for make them not get malaria. We report a Patricia Kabia gets more and gonna report.
If you just tune in, you listen to Yone Salone where they come to you live now. Rise Radio 96.3 FM. Inside the studio, we deal with the Executive Director for Consumer Protection Agency, Ibrahim Kabia. And of course, we also deal with the CEO and founder for Star Catch-Up Salon, we in Patrick AJ Samuels, we have don't they tell we more about them work with regards how then don't they see how best them involve woman them into ICT business. Continue for still 3 as we always do, as we forgive now most educative products them inside the program.
The Senior District Health Education Officer at the Ministry of Health, Nakono District, don't call on community stakeholders, them, Nakono District, for put hand together for fight against malaria at the district level, as in get for the give vaccine, so picking them with all 6 years, so then go prevent them, make them not get malaria. We report that Patricia Kabia gets more, and go now report.
For fight against malaria, health workers them na district level across the region come together for talk about malaria vaccine, where gets for begin on April 21. And this initiative gets for mark one important milestone na the public health sector. And this na efforts for combat sick. Michael Yomba, when na the Senior District Education Health Officer na the Ministry of Health na Kono District, they talk about the gathering and how the vaccine important.
Well, the engagement we call technical working group meeting for malaria vaccine introduction we get for take place on the 25th of this month, April. We call the stakeholders and for CAM, partners, and also DHMT when our health workers them. For then we can brainstorm around developments where they happen, the updates about the vaccine status, because the last meeting we've been get when at the last month inside March, we've been talking the vaccine don't at the country but and at national level today. Now we don't get the vaccine at district level, we prepare now for distribute and go to the last PHU na this district here. That's now one kind milestone we don't achieve. We also want for inform and tell and say the cold chain we say we for keep the vaccine where for they within the temperature range of +2 to +8. Then why I said we don't able for rehabilitate plenty, we don't able for see plenty the functional now most of the health facilities. So up to 85% of cold chain structure functional na the district. We don't prepare with that one day again. We also don't train we health workers and the community health workers when they get for deal with the community people them. We don't also train the peer supervisors when then they deal with the community health workers them. We also don't train the children supervisors them and the nurses them at that facility level. We don't train them because they get for handle the vaccine by protocol. We also not stop there. We also don't engage plenty stakeholders for making them able to know about the vaccine. This is now the number 3 technical working group meeting. This one are the last one for this vaccine introduction. We bring all our so that people go know, the partners and go know, the donors and go know. So at that stage we don't.
We also talk about the importance of the vaccine and availability na the district level. And he say this go aim for get everybody included, and he say this.
So from 6 months, that same picking way go 7 months with the game, that same picking the way go 8 months with the game, that same picking the way go 18 months with the game. 4 doses you forget. The 18 months we call them booster dose, where you get for help the combra or the picking for making go keep the immune system up and prevent them from making go sick from malaria. You know, not go sick or it go sick, but now means for making go prevent them at least cut down by 40 to 50% that burden, that admission burden where the picking go get for making go sick malaria, it go cut them down. You go use the other preventive measures and like the bed net for sleep inside. He go also use environmental cleaning. He also go use something for staying at home if the mommy or pikin one for staying, make sure to dress the pikin. And they also close the window before time. That all go able for help the pikin for making no go sick malaria. All the one day now we can tell the people about this malaria vaccine and how it go help for prevent malaria. So malaria vaccine an injectable vaccine where na the upper thigh of the pikin where don't see 6 months, then go give na the right leg na ya upside, then go give am as an injection where na 0.5 ml go in the injection with a small drop of liquid where they go just put in the pikin body. Were very, very effective for picking them because they don't turn a Kenya, they don't turn other different countries, about three different African countries where don't come more effective.
Emisem also talk about how the stakeholders them go help pass the message to the different chiefdoms them and encourage people them for come take the vaccine. Sabi Gando, when are the speaker, Natankoro chiefdom self be talk this.
And a very important meeting today in terms of malaria prevention, especially to picking them where they just they born at the age of 6 and so for start for vaccinate them. So we all then call today as stakeholders from different communities. We all come for assemble and carry the message that any picking at that age, if for be responsible and for be accessible to this vaccination, we're able to prevent this malaria. We get a council meeting, we get youth meeting, we get elders meeting at sectional level, town level, and so on. So all this information we don't get today, have a responsibility for carry a cascade this kind of information so that the news will go round and they combat them. Them for benefit and then picking them because serve a purpose.
With this malaria vaccine, now the district level, malaria level go be low and safe. The health system na the country go be improved. Reporting for Rise Radio, Mina Patricia Kabia.
077-963-963 na number and we say go send a text message and be part of the program. This now Yone Salone where they come to live na Rise Radio 96.3 FM. According to the National Malaria Control Program na the country, 2,148,650 malaria cases them now in the country been deal with inside 2023. The program say 1,502 under 5 picking them been die from malaria inside the same year and been same way so admit 26,890 for sake malaria where that show say malaria they at high risk na the country. The updates been come up na the Ministry of Health National Malaria Control Program news conference for prepare for the World Malaria Day commemoration and malaria vaccine introduction launch. We young reporter been to Sudan CC Bindede and gonna report.
April 25 na World Malaria Day and the world they wait for celebrate this day make the National Malaria Control Program under the Ministry of Health call one press briefing for give updates on how Salone and the Ministry of Health get for celebrate this day and self-mention the launch we then get for launch the malaria vaccine. Dr. Amalo, the project director Global Fund Project Catholic Relief Services, CRS, talk na the press briefing say the World Malaria Day na day where they get chance to well body workman them forget that for raise awareness na the fight for end malaria and self for look at the challenges them where they don't they face for end malaria na the country.
The World Malaria Day is a pivotal moment in the calendar of the malaria community. It is a chance to come together to raise awareness in the fight to end malaria and also to reflect on the challenges that we have in eliminating the devastating disease. Not only does the disease directly endanger health, it also perpetuates a cycle of inequity. The disease proportionately disadvantages those communities and social groups that are already facing economic and societal health challenges. Importantly, malaria disproportionately impacts health, societal and economic outcomes of women and girls. It also creates a cycle of inequity, which makes it harder to eliminate. The inability to access health services at the time of need is a human rights issue. Malaria is just one piece of the puzzle in this wider global health challenge. CRS urges all partners and stakeholders to fund the fight.
The malaria program manager at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Abdul Makfalama say malaria na pandemic and that make the 16 districts them na Salone they at risk and self give statistics of the malaria case them with a no record inside 2023.
The entire population is at risk, meaning all the 16 districts we are at risk. However, children and pregnant women are much more vulnerable. Malaria also serves as the leading cause of death and hospital consultations. As at 2023 data, 2,148,650 reported malaria cases, both confirmed and presumed, and approximately 1,502 children under 5 years died from malaria, and 26,890 children were hospitalized due to malaria. This shows the high burden of malaria in the country and the public health impacts. So this map shows the prevalence of malaria across the country, the 16 countries. The darker the color, the higher the prevalence. We can see Koinyadugu and Tombolili coming up with high prevalence as per the last MIS conducted 2021, whereas Bombali and Western area with low prevalence. We also look at the trend of malaria over time period from malaria indicator surveys done in 2013, 2016, and 2021. We saw a reduction in the prevalence from 43% and currently 22%.
Dr. Desmond Gigbai, the program manager for Expanded Program Immunization (EPI), where himself be the talk, look at the malaria vaccine we then get for launch April 25, when a World Malaria Day. Usai in talk say 1.7 million doses of malaria vaccine na they don't get to Salone for targets picking them under 2 years.
1.7 million doses of the malaria vaccines were allocated to Sierra Leone to target children below 2 years. So in December, before we received the vaccine, it had to go through several other protocols. We had to engage all our partners. The Pharmacy Board of Sierra Leone had to approve the vaccines. It was approved by the Pharmacy Board. We did stakeholders engagement across the country at chiefdom level, at district level, the national level. We engaged fireman chiefs, members of parliament. Everyone was engaged on the malaria vaccine and why we wanted to bring in the malaria vaccines. And the role of the malaria vaccine is not a standalone intervention. As said by Dr. Falama, we want to add the malaria vaccines to all other ongoing preventive interventions in country.
Desmond Gigbai continue for say, then target 15 districts them, now the country, with the exception of Western area urban, and self talk about the safe where the vaccine safe.
But before we actually did the malaria vaccine, we had to categorize the country into three. Countries with high burden of malaria transmission, countries with moderate, and those with low. So for the Gavi priority for now, we are focusing on countries with moderate and high transmission. And so we had to select 15 districts within Sierra Leone where we are rolling out the vaccines, with the exception of Western area urban that had a low transmission of below 10%. So that means the malaria vaccine is being rolled out in 15 districts across Sierra Leone. And as we said, the malaria vaccine, it's safe. It was piloted in 3 countries, in Kenya, Malawi, and Ghana, wherein more than 3 million doses of the vaccines were administered. And based on current data, there were no major issues or risk concerns. So that means the malaria vaccine is very safe. And that has been the message we have been passing to the community, to our people, that the malaria vaccine is safe and that they should go in for the malaria vaccines.
Dr. Desmond Gigbai end up encourage comrades for go with them picking them for the malaria vaccine where President Bio gets for launch April 25 when at the World Malaria Day, as the vaccine are free and a 5 districts them then start first, and self say they don't set up a system for the monitor picking them we get for take the malaria vaccine for any after effect, so then go handle them quick one. Desmond Gigbai same way so say then get for the give the malaria vaccine in 4 doses, as na the first time this Salone they get 4 dose vaccine, and it start from 6 months when na the first dose, and the second dose na from 7 months, the third dose na 8 months, and the final dose go be 18 months. And same also talk say the ministry they target for strengthening in EPI area when na the Marklet area. For Rise Radio, me na been to Sudan Sise, they report.
They listen to Yone Salone, we're now in news and current affairs program where they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. Monday to Friday from 6 to 7:30 evening time. Quick, and then we go for a short break and we will come back shortly.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ilé you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leos or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and the pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko.
Use AfriMoney for free.
In case it's just a January, the program where they listen to, now Yone Salone where they come to you live from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. And remember, say you get to live now with Studio Nabook Fields. You can also watch we now Facebook page Rise Radio SL 96.3 FM and surf on the internet on www.riseradio.sl.
Inside the program today, the Director General for National Disaster Management Agency don't say the agency they embark on risk communication for help prevent disaster during the rainy season and serve the National Malaria Control Program of the country. Don't say 2,148,650 malaria cases them now in the country we deal with inside the year 2023. Then story I am model for inside this program. Remember, so you can be part of the program by way how we go send a text message to the number 077 963 963 077 963 963 at the number where you go send a text message so and we go read the Director General for National Disaster Management Agency, General Retired by Masisi don't say the agency they embark on risk communication for help prevent disaster as we approach rainy season and during the rains, Salone can suffer from flash floods and other natural disaster them due to heavy rains, and the agency responsible for prevent and response to disasters across the country. For more on this, make we listen to this report.
Disaster and sudden events where they cause harm, destruction or loss of life. Disaster can be natural like earthquakes or hurricanes and a natural disaster them. Same way so, it can be seen a man-made like industrial accidents them or terrorist attack. Now for sake of this, bring on the National Disaster Management Agency and an Act of Parliament create inside June 2020. But the chairman, when His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Madabio, we launched the agency on the 19th of November 2020, where even the talk, General Retired by Masisi, the Director General for National Disaster Management Agency, talk say the agency main objective now for manage all disasters and emergencies them na the country.
We main objective for which they be established and for we manage all disasters and emergencies in the country and also for develop the capacities of the communities for respond to disasters when they occur. We also get the responsibility for implement government in policy on disaster prevention, disaster risk reduction, and climate risk management. Now we also implement the government in national, regional, district, and chiefdom disaster management plans across the country. And the agency we establish across the country, all the 5 regions that we did it. We main resolve actually now for deal with disasters around the disaster cycle. And that disaster cycle then are prevention, mitigation, preparation, response, and recovery. We main task now for ensure we prevent the disaster. But if we never prevent the disaster, we reduce the effect of the disaster to the barest minimum so that at least we will save lives and properties.
It carry on for say, every year the agency they prepare waiting and call annual hazard calendar and they cover the whole year and then divide them into months.
Every year we prepare what we call an annual hazard calendar. This annual hazard calendar they cover the whole year and we divide them into months. Like, from January to May, we say we expect bushfires will happen. We got them and need the place dry. From May to September, We expect floods, windstorms, the constant rainy season, or could be low. In November, December, we still expect windstorms. This calendar until we inform we on waiting before they prepare against.
ISEF say every year the agency they engage the meteorological agency for make them go make available to them the seasonal outlook of forecast for the season.
Here we engage the meteorological agency for them, let them make available to we the seasonal outlook of forecast for the flood season. That forecast day will be disseminated across the country because now that one day actually they inform we on waiting before they prepare with south winds.
Same way so, Brahma say talk say the risk communication strategy we then get, then don't adopt continuing engagements for raise awareness on how people then for they manage themselves, especially where the rain can start.
So one of the things that we will adopt are continued engagement with the raise the awareness because raising awareness not one of event you get for continue for one, especially when you take the attitude of people then into consideration. So we get for continuously engage and we continue to engage communities on how them for they manage themselves, especially when the rainy season they come. This we can go and do face-to-face contact with them and we engage vulnerable communities. As we go inside these free towns, every year we identify 10 communities that will see 10 communities are vulnerable to disasters.
It's a part of the continuing communication where then they do jingles for talk about disasters them so people go know and go learn.
We also do jingles, for talk, especially fire and the floods. I believe say most of Nana so when I don't hear some of them jingles and they go the air. And then we also all prepare people their minds and we inform them sufficiently enough of pending things and way to happen. We also run the toll-free line when an official to official for now, when a 1199, we get volunteers them, we don't train and then in communities, but we also open to the general public.
He said in same way so they make use of social media and say disaster issues them na societal issue. Not to the agency no more go sit down for the deal with disaster. He say you self within are also responsible for your own safety.
But one thing we need to know, disaster issues are societal issues. Disaster not only say because the National Disaster Management Agency are the normal for sit down for deal with disasters. You self-responsible for your safety. You're responsible for protect your life and property. And you self-responsible for advice yourself, especially if you face a situation where you know say not apply. We also in at the social media, we in on Facebook, we in on Twitter, and we get to website. So these are some of the things that we do for communications, how for reach out to people.
The Director General for National Disaster Management Agency, General Retired Brahma say, end up say the agency don't undertake some activities them for mitigate against floods as the rains don't start. And he say one of them na that, then they construct gutter them. And he say inside 2022, 40 people them may die in a Freetown pan flooding, but he say inside 2023, the number reduced as now 4 people no more been die. And that day, now rock been for them, where the one may up in a grey bush and the other one a Kamayama. Say, then don't they embark on drainage clearing, so free flow of water go there during this rainy season and any other rainy season self we go get for calm. For Rise Radio, me na David Aspen Solomon, we report.
All right, make we come to you again, Patrick, as we wrap up with you. So one go on for no any collaboration or partnership there with other organization them or institution them where your organization go engage with for make the enhance ICT, girls ICT participation?
Yes, a lot of organizations and we go wish for partner with. already we get 4 partners, and we don't come on board, and we get State Society, we get Easy STEM, we get CIJ Digital Hub, and we also get Stack Labs, and we still need more partners, and yes, because we really want to see how best to go for roll this program out by June, and we want to get the impact we need. So we need partners then. Yep.
So how you go ensure sustainability and continuity of your program them for promote girls' involvement in ICT?
Well, for sustainability, we need more partners, and just like I mentioned, and we also need funding. If you see that we're not able to start this April now because we not just want for kickstart, and at the end of the day we get a breakout. So we want to see this situation wherein we start and able to achieve we mandate that in the next 5 years we capacitate 1,000 young girls with global demanding digital skills.
Finally, Freetown not to just Salone, other region than they we make up Salone, the north, south, the east. Which kind of plan I get for make on incorporate girl picking them in the other region because some of them they don't even get access to computer, they don't even know how for press that on button pan computer. I want to plan for incorporate the next time.
So they can always say charity begins at home. Now we do for now. So now that make we want for start here. We I would say the outcome of waiting we do here will tell how much we can go far. But we intentional that for roll them out across all of the regions in the country. But we know we just grab no more without enough resources for them for begin for roll them out. We're not going to get the impact we want at the end of the day. So we want to start step by step and see how best to keep for get that number.
All right. Well,
thank you. We take time for joining me inside the studio, Samuel. In name na Patrick Samuelson, in the CEO and founder for Star Catch Up Sierra Leone. We've been there with we, or we be there with we inside the studio. We will be talk about the World ICT Day. We're not tomorrow, and it gets an engagement where they come up for girl picking them into tech where they happen tomorrow. We want to say plenty thank you to them. We take it enjoy. Before we go for the messages that we inside the studio, the Autism Consortium Salone organize one waka from Freetown Golf Club to Family Kingdom na Aberdeen as way for make people know about autism. We plenty can see picking way autistic, then can say no na picking that we not get future. For take that we own Samuel Ali Kamara being day part of this waka and he puts this report together for it.
Autism or autism spectrum disorder now one developmental disability which can affect social interaction, communication skill and behavior them. Dr. Kimo Stenfen not about this sick from where Pekin can small. Plenty different type of autism day and person we get autism can get different rank and challenge them. According to Master Sabi people them where they deal with autism say, we not there for men but treatment and support strategy can help. Inside Salone, people can see picking them we get autism as they will picking them and not get future. Traditionally, they can pass ceremony pan them and believe say the pikin can return back to the devil we bring and come na the world. As we then can make the public know about autism, the Autism Consortium na Salone we make up but 4 organizations them. Be organize one waka from Freetown Golf Club to the Family Kingdom na Aberdeen. Before the waka been start, Mary Penn, we been chair the program, talk something about waiting person for sabi about autism.
Autism, all the speakers and don't talk about it. Not a witch, not a devil. I think Salone, we just, and our ignorance, I guess, not a wicked, we wicked. We wanna know something, we afraid them. In other parts of the world, and go show inside the brain and show you parts with damage. Here, it's very difficult to forget our opportunity there right now. So when we don't know something, we naturally find other definition for it. But we know it's in a brain condition. And this with brain are like the powerhouse, right? Anything go wrong inside, it affects something. So for we picking and we get autism, then behavior go affect, then speech and language, how they interact, communicate. And then people go see some they jump, clap, scream, Allah, and then now the devil behavior what people think. But not simply because the brain get problem.
According to Mary Penn, the Autism Consortium don't bring projects them for support Kumbra and picking them we get autism, like youth club, where they can do Saturday for picking them. We know they go school, skills training program, and plenty other one them.
So Saturdays we dey run youth clubs. So because we know so a lot of young people they isolated. Some not at school, some just in a community they pass up and down. And then we don't start a skills training program because we know say in other countries people with autism they really contribute to society. We know say they get abilities like everybody else. But in Sierra Leone we kind of don't slow for find that out because instead of drawing them and finding them strength, I guess a lot of times now the stigma don't they happen. So because of that we want for let people to say this will begin and then get talent, then get skills. So the skills training center inside don't begin at Burel. And then we support parent them a lot because we know say project then they start the end. But the mama, if he empower enough, he able look after him picking, he go look after him for a lifetime. So we support parent them with financial support for let some able run business, someone go school, he want further education, anything for able for empower themselves young picking. The organization keep the direct results of the support on they receive.
Genius Place of Hope, Life of an Autistic Mom, Puzzle Pieces, and Salone Autistic Society make up the 4 organizations them na the consortium. Mrs. Henrietta Bassi na the CEO of Genius Place of Hope. A start for talk about the reason we make it open the institution and how the place done being changed to picking them we get autism.
Junior's Place of Hope are open in honor of we picking Idris Abasi Jr. where they be born with autism in America. But okay they visit Salone anytime can they say them craze, they say auntie so we picking craze it they make so now they will probably they be enam. So where I sit down there we can open a special education school now where they call Junior's Place of Hope. That school they don't make picking the way get autism and other special needs will not be able to take care of themselves, will not go to toilets, will not able to learn now. Then picking the parents and love them now because we don't empower the parents and then picking they wash themselves, they take care of themselves. Then our ushers na church, na the choir. We just want to say we'll support them picking them and believe in them. Like me picking pass it talk to you, it can talk but pass it talk to her. Where you see you're not gonna say get autism because autism not a sickness so you go get because you picking can't play with person. Then just transmit information separately. Now just how their young brain they work, but then second learn but in a different way.
Mrs. Bassi carry on for call on people for support autism patients them.
So we tell una all thank you and may una support picking if una see picking in the streets where they flap them finger or where they say not so crazy and crazy. Sometimes who said that they the noise for una just put that noise. Una put them on side, then una go see them go be okay. Una not beat them, they're not crazy, una not holla parent, una not throw to parent.
As everybody being reached the family kingdom, Mary Penn end up talk about the consortium focus to journalists them and give assurance about them work to the public.
We want these children and young people to be able to access education, to be able to have social activities like any other child or young person in the country. We want parents to be able to understand what the condition is so that they can better care for their children. We want the children to grow up and achieve their potential because if we don't address it when they're young, then the adult outcomes suffer. So we want services, but also we want to raise awareness because without the awareness, the stigma prevails. Well, as a consortium, all of the members are already groups that are addressing autism in the country. So we continue to provide our services and continue to work together, I guess, in the best interest of persons affected.
For Rise Radio, Samuel Ali Kamara, the report.
7:17 at the time in our studio clock, and now on time for make we go for the text messages that we did inside the studio. This first text that is say how our agency they adapt for address evolving challenges during them period so. And another text out from Godrich also to say what's not some of the red flags them way consumer them for watch out for when they consider for purchase or for service. Another one with the text from King somebody say how consumer them for stay safe from scams and fraudulent practices them. And another one also from Lunge they say Wusai listeners then will find more information about the consumer's rights and how to file a complaint. Would they take 3 more with this other one? They say, almost cases them that don't get so far this year, and their money then they where the people need they pay fine with so almost waiting una can do with their money then they. Another text also to say una need for the raise more awareness because we not even know we rights them. where we dey go buy them, just to take we look for say we not from them. The last text for the day they say waiting we for do for see that say we not fall victim to scams and so bad activities them where we can go buy stuff for them. This now all the text messages that will go before it now. So Mr. Ibrahim want for give Lily time for make you take them and read and answer to the messages there. So
somebody they talk about more awareness.
Yes, sir.
And I believe say we as consumer organizations who give a partner and work together with the commission for now we really educate people on the rights, so that at the end of the day, you go know you right, but any right gets a responsibility. Always. So you not go say no more, I didn't know me right. But that your responsibility, you will also take them on board.
Okay.
The other one, somebody they ask the money where they find, what did they do with them, and who side they go?
Yes.
That money they go direct to the CRF, Consolidated Revenue Fund. Now that basket they go. So not to say na find way the commission they find, they can't go to office, then go shebamu. Not to so it work. For stay safe from scam, I been on tell when I say in a Latin word they will say we caveat emptor. Like where I've been described once of time na 98.1. What thing they mean by 419? When you talk of 419, the people them then they sit down at the corner. So at the end of the day, now them 4. When they say for come 4 o'clock. But when they come, now you angry for come. But the people that way they go miss now they're 9. They get all kinds of sense against you. So anything they want to do you, they go do you. So now in a 419. So you where you get your property, you where they go buy. One thing you said then we get what you call organoleptic test. What is this organoleptic test? The test where they do either by testing, either by smelling, or either by touching, or either by just looking. You go no say this thing is not correct.
Okay. Another text also they say how for file complaints and also for go get more about this for go get more information.
Opposite Rokel Commercial Bank. Then call the house cooperative house. Now they the commission day. When you reach there, you go meet one whole sector day where they for receive complaint they no more and pass them to the committee where they in charge of looking at them complaints and day. Now that make you know they go no more than go give you right to.
Okay.
Then they take the pattern of Joe Hills, your side, my side, and then the truth. It not mean say when you go complain the person you don't get right. But when they don't look him, if he get right, they go tell the person waiting for do. If he not do him, then he has a problem.
All right, continue for still to inside the program.
Secondly, what I want for talk quickly.
Okay.
I want this wonderful radio where in listening public don't they boku too much. Make them say 110 they visit the commission. May they not just they listen here saying at the country. Because at the end of the day, some people they can't tell you what's in a own part. You know they tell you what's in at the real thing.
Well, hope say the commission self go open the mouth for to journalists them, especially guys radio journalists them.
I think say the commission so far as me don't see I'm up to this level. When you go there, in fact they get journalists inside.
Because you get certain time the way you if you go find out about issues them, then go lock the mouth by because then see and say nah one kind of classified one. Continue for switch inside the program. We will come back to you, Ibrahim Kabia. Well, the 50-50 group Salone don't all one day national level dialogue meeting for talk about some of the thing them where they don't find out but woman them will take part inside the 2023 general election. This meeting will take place now the headquarters inside Freetown. We your reporter Fatma Tabango gonna report.
The 50-50 group Salone, with support from International Democracy and Electoral Assistance ID, the whole one-day national dialogue meeting on women's participation in politics inside the 2023 general election. The purpose for this meeting now for talk about the thing them where them find out but women them will take part during 2023 general election and also talk about their experience experience them. Where in the give in welcome address, the president for the 50-50 group na Salone, Madam Fredlin Mokmok Hale, the start for appreciate the international ID for the support with the on the key, and also talk say.
So why are we here? Which are the reasons we all come? Of some of the reasons we actually decide for this research. One, we know say since the elections, we don't see women's political representation double, more than double, in fact. We don't see the passage of 3 key acts, Political Parties Act, Public Elections Act, and the GIWI Act. Through these, we have seen the increase of women's political representation in Parliament and other key areas. So there is a lot to celebrate. But in as much as we celebrate, we don't rest on our laurels. So the reason we make the Kanayana, because we don't take note of all the advantages, all the different things that we don't see. But in addition to that, we talk, say, next elections, we'll have to see even more. So the 10th of start, we vote for the next elections, we actually get to begin that within now. And so it is because of that as 50-50, we said, let us reflect on what has happened. Let us reflect on where women are, given the laws that were passed, and see also, are there any challenges? Are there any things that we can focus on when it comes to looking at what to do next? So the next election will get 50-50.
The president for the 50-50 group, na Salone, we carry on for talk say.
So because of this, we're looking at our society. We know so we get norms and barriers, we get constraints, we're still in one matter, notwithstanding the legislative changes we don't get. So another area is that we understand the barriers that we face and see how we can try to continue to transform and change the barriers. One camp for brainstorm what we need for the next. Now when we don't do this gender audit, now when we don't identify the challenges and issues we women face, as well as the areas which women do well, which are the recommendations we need to take on board for the next elections.
The project officer for Ideal International talk say.
For us in idea, women participation in politics, including more women in politics and governance process, is highly beneficial to us as a nation, as a people, as political parties, as a society. Our greatest desire is to see a world where every woman, or women, are interested in governance and political processes. And not just being interested, but every woman who so desires can participate freely and effectively without hindrances. So what best way to start than to look at the impact of the GIWI as well as other gender laws that we passed in the last election. To now give us the basis, the foundation that we need to then discover how we can do better as a nation, how we can become trailblazers in advancing women political participation in Africa and even in the world.
Fasmasa Fofona, now one party woman them will stand for councillor under the SLPP party. The talk about the experience where he gets.
As someone talk, I feel pinched because I believe they use people and they forget what's the right. As far as the councillorship, I know it's part to do as a city body. When they force, I see this for the regulation 29. You know what it is. Because the man will be in context in Nigeria, he gets and asking, who's are you for stand? Who's are you resources? See that effort. For that what time. And the breaking of for that put more effort and bring the money. Because we get plenty things to do. And everybody say, when the money will say, we know it for you. We are the grassroots. When they minister in the office, I want to pay 50-50. And then I support them. No, so we're for them. No, and the community. Because you want to really up, you know they reach. That's how we pay for touching. That's not for them. We need to feel the free beach, we know they win. Now you miss them.
This meeting be end with recommendation who say they want to see more women them in governance. Reporting for Rise Radio, me na Fatma Sabangura.
Well, we say plenty thanks to Fatma Tabangua for we put that story for we together. As we wrap up now inside the program, make we come to you again. Ibrahim Kabia, we are the Executive Director for Consumer Protection Agency. You know, keeping them way really don't they affect people. I got for do it the measurement. Like for example, if person go buy na market, you go realize say the cup when they use for measure. Then he either put candle or then he even grain the cup na ground for let not get the measurement where people they expect of them. And as well, plenty other things there, even zinc. Now in season they come, you realize say that zinc way person go buy for go patch in roof. Where young baby vex self is don't param and the boss. Plenty other things away surround around it. So as we wrap up, I mean, how you agency done the monitor that one day and same way so whose message you go left to people for make them understand, and as well I go send message across to the commission for make them carry on with their work in as much as you don't start for praise the commissioner for what he don't they do.
Well, you get what you call monitoring like how you talk, but since the commission don't come now, we will partner with them for let we turn to prefects not to monitor them no more this time, so that at the end of the day we will be very robust, because Lord on day if we go like for instance we go now you shop. We find out for say what you get is substandard. You want cancel and give the consumer. At the end of the day, you will get a fine. But before at the end me talk, we know say we'll get what you call metrology department. When a very important department, na standards bureau, where they make them lawyer, like for say for measure petrol, for the rise in measurement, many other things. Now then they make the law. Although not to the one no more they follow them for make it become effective. That one day again, we don't they take them to them. And I think say small it is better. But before I end up me talk in this very blessed radio today, the accolade. Without I want to give the accolade for today. Now Dr. Balua Koroma of PRA. The reason why I give Petroleum Regulatory Agency, the reason why I give this accolade, now members say between the course of 3 months to 4 months now, or even end of year, to now, petrol no go up. So it's like he's managing the price for now.
So make things a lot people for glad for the one day.
Well, what him do?
What people would expect say the price for the condom.
Well, that's an expectation. That's an expectation. That one is too technical. And for no say, not to we they produce fuel now. Fuel now outside now they put the price. And the OPEC countries, the oil producing countries, now then they put them price. So, but if they're able for CC this time, because there was a time where every month, every 2 weeks, fuel they go up. Till you don't reach this level. So, but if you don't take all this time, till now, we not see increase it, at least, Lord give praises where praises is due. Now that make again the accolade.
Okay.
Although we na snake party, the day no more way you do what you enough for do back. With the kind of back, now this radio. We condemn him, but for now he's doing very well.
All right, plenty. Thank you to you, Ibrahim Michael Kabia, in the Executive Director for Consumer Protection Agency. We don't do it inside the studio for talk about the protection of consumers, them, the laws, them, way for consumers, them, for protect them, where it can purchase in business. And we same also get inside the studio with we, Patrick Samuels, we the CEO and founder for Star Catch Up Sierra Leone. We be there with inside the studio for talk ahead of the World ICT Day. We want to say plenty thank you to Una invites for joining at the studio today. When I asked the program, we Yone Salone go left Una for today. One for say plenty thank you to the studio guests them again. And we Yone Salone meet you from the studios and Rise Radio, and also with support from AfriCell. Plenty thank you to Una always send messages, and we watch you live on our Facebook page and listen to Una radio and surf on the internet on www.riseradio.sl. Plenty thank you to reporters and we bring the story then Cantona. We producer with Musa by Sister, with studio engineer with Abdurrahman Mansare, Jonah Gaya and John Esco. We can see you live on our Facebook page. We executive producer with Maya Maba. We will bring the program Canto this evening. We name Nadevida Spain Solomon.
And Mina Samuel Alikama Sote. Tomorrow we will come up with another edition of Yone Salone. One for make you get a lovely net and always tune into Rise Radio 96.3 FM. Good night.